Hey everybody, Vivian here to share with you a mixed media video tutorial. I'm going to be sharing a very small home decor piece using Sizzix's Vintaj collections. We have dies and embossing folders. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, that we paper crafters can use. There's a whole line of embossing folders in this 6x6 size, which is very nice and substantial. We also have, I just wanted to share this with you. I'm not going to be using it in the tutorial, but Vintaj Embosslets. So these die cut and emboss in one pass. So that's very convenient. And I'm going to be using in the tutorial today a die and embossing folder set from Sizzix's Vintaj collection number 658801. And what's great about this is you get 3 smaller embossing folders, 3 patterns to emboss. They're perfectly sized to be used with these framelit dies included, but I can totally see using this size of embossing folder for patchwork pieces on a card as well. Here's one of the dies. It's a Thinlit, and what's great about Thinlits and framelits is that when you cut, you see exactly where you're going to be cutting. None of your die cut is going to be obscured by dye. And you also get that beautiful ginkgo leaf. This is actually a scrap from another project that didn't work out. It's 6x6 size on a nice substantial mixed media paper, and I had misted. I don't know if you recognize the leaf pattern, but that was created using a die and embossing folder set, Botanical Leaves 658963. I had die cut and embossed it, inked it, and then pressed the embossed piece onto my paper. Here I'm just going to add a variety of colors of Gelatos from Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft, and wet the color and move it around on the piece of paper. I added a little bit of grape color and I think a lighter yellow color, and I really love the Gelatos because they are just such a fast way to apply color that will just blend really easily. As you can see here, I'm just using my fingers. I added a little bit of this lighter yellow-green color called Margarita Mix, and sort of just left those lines intact. So I'm going to send this piece through my Sizzix Big Shot with the embossing folder number 658817. I'm really excited about this 6x6 size because, as you can see, I'm sending it through the machine once, and I'm making complete use of the width of my platform. So if you're like me and you like to cut up your embossed pieces, which I've been doing a lot of lately, cutting them up and stitching them together to make a little patchwork, this is a great economical use of your time. So you can see here the beautiful pattern that's embossed. I'm going to do a combination of inking the raised edges and sanding, and also adding some other media on top to bring out those raised surfaces. Dry embossing is so much fun because if you just do the dry emboss, that can be stunning all by itself. There's also so much fun you can have with accentuating the raised surface, like I have here with the darker distress ink, rubbing the distress ink over the raised surfaces. You can also remove the top surface. My top surface has a lot of media on it, so by removing it, I'm revealing some of the white paper underneath. So here I have a combination of dark and light to reveal a really ornate embossed pattern. This one is called Iron Scrollwork, and it very much reminds me of pretty tiles or tin ceilings. I can imagine a trio of these matted and framed to make really pretty home decor piece. I played around a little bit with my focal image you can see some of my experimentation on the right. I love that dragonfly shape. I'm actually going to use that on a different project. I decided to go with a black dragonfly, and I'm going to mat it on this square piece. I am using some butterscotch gelato and a gold colored gelato, and I'm also going to play a little bit with a new product I picked up at this last Craft and Hobby Association show. It's rather new. It's called Izink, and it's from Clearsnap. It's an acrylic-based pigment type product, and it comes in some beautiful colors. I have this gold here, and I'm just going to mix it in to create some pretty swirls. And you can speed up the drying time by putting your heat tool on it. So this is what it looks like dry. You can still see those swirls of the Izink in there, which I really like. I think it's very natural looking. And I also have those little lumps that I personally love. I think they also contribute to a very natural look. So I'm going to die cut my dragonfly. I prepared a piece of paper already. I colored that area in black, and I'm using it. I don't know if you just saw me snap it to the magnetic platform, but this is a perfect time to use your magnetic platform with your Framelits dies and other wafer thin dies. Here in particular, I want exact positioning because I'm going to use the leftover for another project because I really like the way the media turned out on that piece, so I don't want to waste that. I added some black distress ink along the edges of my gold square and set that down in the center of my embossed square using pop dots. And I just used some liquid glue to adhere my dragonfly exactly in the center. To vary up the textures just a little bit, I added some glossy accents from Ranger to my dragonfly to help it pop just a little bit more. And here's the finished piece. I just need to wait for the glossy accents to dry. I'm really in love with the 6x6 embossing folders from Sizzix and Vintaj. They have some beautiful designs, kind of bohemian art deco, but can be played up in a number of different ways depending on how you approach it, with media or without. As you can see here, with the different layers of media that we've used, you have a lot of different permutations of color that are kind of fun. Some luminescent greens and golds, and all of those embossed areas brought out with the black and with sanding away all the media to reveal the white paper underneath. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. I've missed you guys on YouTube. I was sick for quite a while, but I'm back and I'm trying to split my time between the garden and the studio. If you haven't had enough inspiration from me, you can visit me on my site. That's contadinak.com. And on YouTube, I'm Contadina K if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet. And for more inspiration from our team, you can visit us at blog.sizzix.com. Thanks so much. Bye.